Hello everyone, I'm Duke James, this is Genoa. In the last episode we conquered Palermo, I believe. There's a massive, rather large coalition that formed. So we're going to deal with the fallout from that. This is a nice province. 59,000 urban pop. So I'll build up that. That'll be something. I think it's a lot of ducats invested into it. So I have this colonization going. And then a colony down here. And then this one over here. So I'm working my way around Africa. To get to India, to pull that trade. In addition to Palermo, I'm also going to put some ducats into Siberia, because I need this to be built up in order to get that trade from the New World. If I don't send it through Egypt, I'll have to send it through Brazil, and then through Iberia, so that's going to, if I don't want that to get stuck in Iberia, I'm going to have to build up my trade power here. Don't really have any, there's a lot of provinces with trade modifiers that I haven't taken yet, especially from Portugal. Portugal has 4 of them. And then there's 4 over here that Castile owns. Portugal allied France. Damn it, France. But France wouldn't join. If that truce lasts long enough, Genoa, 6 years, it's probably not going to last long enough. France is going to get their war exhaustion down before that truce expires. I think what I could do to get around that is just get into a war with France, and then I could attack Portugal, and then France can't join against me if they're with me in a war. So that's one way I could do it. Plus I have a ton of, should have a ton of favors with them. 40, well that's not a ton. I think I did put 20, I thought I had like 90 favors. I guess I put 20 favors into increasing trust, and I spent 10 then? It's been a little bit since I did the last part. Benign neglect. Let's do trade value. Trade value is always the best for those. Because if they're really far away, you're not going to get much of a benefit from the other two, so just do trade value. Milan's attacking Venice. In the Milanese conquest of Trevixo. Milan's gonna win that war. see. Let's look at some map modes. Autonomy map mode. Some provinces have decent autonomy. Pretty much if any province in this campaign has red autonomy, it's because they don't have a rank 1 fishing port or trade wharf. So they're not really going to get the communication efficiency because they can't land. Although this province doesn't have one, it's at 85%, probably because the separatism's gone down. So they either need no separatism or a trade wharf. Trieste conquered Padua, which is interesting because Trieste is a 4 development country and they have a 14 development province. They do have a core on it, so they'll probably hold that then. That must have been a lot of overextension. Muscovy doesn't want knowledge sharing. Can I ally them? Yes. So I ally them, offer knowledge sharing. Or not. They would end up with a monthly deficit. Damn it, Muscovy. Manage your finances better. Tunis. There's cloth. My thing is what? My two things are naval supplies and silk. So go with silk again. Get that silk up a couple more levels. My force limit is 30. Which means I can hire 5 more troops. So I'm gonna build 5 transport ships. Try to find the provinces with 190 days. Actually, that's fine, because I'll just take one from here. Then I'll hire 5 more mercs once those ships are built, and I'll bring them to Mexico, and I'll conquer Mexico with those 5,000 men. Hopefully conquer Mexico. Hopefully those 5,000 men do it. And then I'll get that couple colonial nations going over there. Looks like they're actually kind of consolidated, which isn't really good for me. Should be able to take 3 territories from Meiou, possibly. And then form that nation. Craftsmen flee from abroad to Izmid. Sure. What is here? Naval supplies? Best event ever. Love those events. Yeah, so I'm pretty much gearing up to go attack Mexico and then waiting for my aggressive expansion to tick down over here and also deal with these rebels that are rising up. So that's my plan for now. Court level changed. Higher, so that's good. Is there a... Okay, nice. So I don't know if what I did worked. I'd like to think it did, just because I'd like to pat myself on the back, but there is now a level 2 production center of production in Provenza. Skip to level 1, straight to level 2. So that's good. There's a level 1 center of production in Siberia. Let's go ahead and attract artisans there. That's good because now they shouldn't be fleeing Siberia, so I won't get those events anymore. Muscovy declared war on Lithuania. Hopefully they're not going to call me in. Did they do that because they think I'm going to join them? The Teutonic Order. This is interesting because I hardly ever see AI Poland defeat AI Teutonic Order, but that happened. Interesting. Especially since this AI Poland doesn't have Lithuania as a vassal. So that's doubly interesting. This is the campaign where Scandinavia formed, right? Or is that a different campaign? I thought that was this campaign, which would mean that they've somehow broken up. Might have been a different campaign. I might be losing my mind. I swear it was this campaign, though. Looks like they're not calling me in. Probably because they don't have favors. That's an AI thing, right? AI has to have favors. Looks like the burgers are building stuff. They just built They just built a merchant's quarter in Provenza. Thank you, burgers. Very cool. Very nice. Very legal. There's my other ships. Days. This guy is how old? 58 years old, so he is getting up there, but I have 100 Republican tradition, so I'd be wasting a Republican tradition if I didn't keep him. So let's go ahead and keep that dude. Hopefully he lasts into his 70s, that'd be nice. Force limit dropped. I'll take one troop from this stack then. Load him up. Then we can grab 4 other troops. Oh, perfect. I hit my mercenary force limit. These guys can all come together. There we go. So this guy's still trying to find El Dorado. I think, in my experience, if I take off the Conquistador, it would end that event chain. Granted, it's been a couple years since I've gotten that event, so it might have just led to nowhere, but I'm thinking if I leave them on there, I want to give them a commander. Oh yeah, these rebellions, except for the Tunisian rebels, they're pretty small, so I'll throw this guy there, and then these guys can have a safe journey and conquer Mexico for me and bring glory to Genoa. Bye, guys. Everybody send them off. Find us gold. Gold that's worthless to us because we can't actually get it. Alright, so they're going to the New World. can't explore. So have these guys protect trade in the Mediterranean for a little bit. I think I said I was going to revoke a privilege, but I don't want to revoke a privilege if I have all of these rebel factions, so I'm going to hold off on revoking. I haven't revoked anything yet, so I'm going to wait. Tunis left the coalition. Rome changed their capital for some reason. If Tunis left, then I imagine everybody else is going to leave as well. Let's put a diplomat of 3 diplomats in outreach countries. And that will be it for this episode. So I will end it here and see you in the next episode. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.